Sheikh Hasina was first sworn in as Prime Minister in 1996. But even then, she understood Bangladesh's turbulent politics better than most. As the daughter of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, considered the country's founding father, her history was closely intertwined with that of her homeland. And violence would become a common theme. In 1975, Mujibur was serving as president when he was assassinated along with most of his family in a military coup. Hasina was abroad at the time. Years later, she was elected to lead her father's Awami League party and allowed to return to Bangladesh. In 2004, as leader of the opposition, Hasina was speaking to thousands of supporters at a rally when grenades were thrown into the crowds. The attack killed dozens of people. Hasina was injured but survived. In 2007, she was arrested and charged with extortion and the murder of 4 people killed during political demonstrations and unrest. But she was cleared and later re-elected several more times as Prime Minister. The longer she stayed in power, the more Hasina was accused of becoming increasingly authoritarian. With many opposition members arrested or tried, her government was repeatedly accused of cracking down on dissent and freedom of expression. In 2017, during Hasina's 3rd term as Prime Minister, a crackdown by Myanmar's military against Rohingya Muslims led to hundreds of thousands of Rohingya fleeing to neighbouring Bangladesh. In the early days of the crisis, Hasina visited a refugee camp in Cox's Bazar, expressing sympathy and solidarity.
My family was assassinated. We were abroad. We had to live as refugees abroad for years. So we know the sorrow and pain.
During her leadership, Sheikh Hasina was credited with overseeing both rapid social development and economic growth in a country that's home to more than 170 million people. But critics and opposition leaders said the growth favoured the country's wealthier classes. After Bangladesh's ruling alliance won virtually every parliamentary seat in the country's general election in 2019, Sheikh Hasina became Prime Minister for a 4th time, a record. She promised to continue to develop Bangladesh's economy, but also attacked her rivals, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, or BNP.
The opposition, you see, who are they? The main party, BNP, it was established by a military dictator who usurped power and, introduced martial law in this country. There is no constitutional right to the people. This military dictator, at first they capture power, then they become politicians and form their own party, and the rigging system and everything they introduce in this country. Now this party and their allies, who are the allies? It's the war criminals, whom our people rejected them.
In 2023, opposition supporters took to the streets to demand Hasina's resignation and for her not to contest the 2024 election. She ignored the calls and won a 5th term in office after the opposition boycotted the election. To Sheikh Hasina's supporters, she was a beloved figure who forged a new path for Bangladesh. To her critics, Hasina's successes, even the economic ones, came at too heavy a price.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.